What is poppin', y'all? So this video is actually a continuation of a video I put out 2 weeks ago now. I didn't want that video to run too long and I wanted to keep it kind of concise and to the point. So I decided to take the audio I recorded and split them up into 2 separate videos. If you're interested in that first half of the video, which is just me talking about my theories about what time period Pokémon Legends Z-A is going to take place in, go ahead and check out that video. I'll link to it in the description and throw a card in the corner. I don't know if YouTube even does cards actually, but if they do, I'll throw a card up there. Go check that video out if you want. And yeah, with that said, let's dive on into whatever past me said about my crazy tweets and theories for Pokemon Legends Z-A. Crazy off the top theories for Pokemon Legends Z-A. The game will take place in the future of Kalos, but we will travel to the past using some technology similar to the tech in Assassin's Creed that lets players relive memories of the character's ancestors that I just obviously went over. So this is probably my most concrete evidence that I think I have for why the game is not going to be set in the past. And what I said here is, okay, wait, hold on. I'm just realizing these two blueprints are identical, building for building, landmark for landmark, except for the plazas. The hand-drawn map, or the hand-drawn blueprint, just has blank circles, whereas the digital one has what looks like structures in these plazas. More hints that the plazas might play a role in the plot of this game. So yeah, that's something I didn't really touch on here, but there are 5 plazas in Lumio City. In X and Y, there's nothing in these plazas. There's just a little obelisk in the center of them, and the whole plaza is blank. There's no buildings, there's nothing in the actual plazas to do or interact with. They're just circular plazas. Now, in the hand-drawn old school map, these plazas are also still visible, obviously, but again, there's nothing in them. However, if you look at the digital blueprint that comes up afterwards, you can see very clearly there are buildings in these plazas, and these buildings are not here in X and Y, and they're not here in the hand-drawn map. So I think that kind of lends a little bit of credibility to this hand-drawn map being either current day Lumios or past day Lumios, and then this digital map being a map after X and Y, because these buildings aren't here in X and Y, so this can't be current day Lumios as we see it in X and Y. This map cannot, like, in my opinion at least, obviously they could retcon things. Sorry if you hear scratching in the background, that's my cat scratching the litter box. Anyways, this blue map here, in my opinion, can't just simply be current day Lumios, because these plazas don't have anything in them in current day Lumio City. Onto another thing that I kind of think is a little bit of a stretch here, but I say, why did they scramble these? So in the Pokemon Direct, these 2 phrases were scrambled. They were not in the right order. This is supposed to be see you, because this was at the end, so like see you later. And then this is Pokemon Presents here. This is all scrambled in an anagram. And so my theory here is that maybe they're alluding to like the game having an out of order plot, or like, you know, you start in modern times and you're going to be jumping around time by reliving memories of your past ancestors, and then you're going to be putting everything that you've done like out of order. If you've been going through the past out of order, maybe you go back, you know, 20 years ago first, and then you go back 10 years ago, and then you go back 30 years ago. So the game, you'll be going back in time to relive your ancestors' memories, but you might not be going back in time in chronological order. You're going to be going in a jumbled order, and then you're going to be taking the information that you get from the relived jumbled memories and then putting them in order to make a cohesive plot, or cohesive, you know, whatever it is. You're going to be solving the problem in the future, but you're going to be using jumbled information, similar to how these unknown are jumbled and they make an anagram that you have to unscramble to then make, you know, the proper word here. Now this is a little bit of a stretch, not a little bit, I'll say it's a lot of a stretch, but it's just weird to me why they put these as an anagram. Like, it's just odd. Like, why? That's a design choice. Someone chose to do this. For what reason? We don't know. Maybe it's just to be fun and quirky. Maybe it has an underlying meaning. And then my most recent crazy off the wall theory for Pokemon Legends Z-A is, wait, what if in PLZA we play as an ancestor of the pro tags from X and Y, but instead of getting blasted to the past like we did in Legends Arceus, we get blasted to the future. So now we are essentially a person from the past who got blasted to the future, and then maybe we have flashbacks to our past life, and we use those flashbacks to again solve problems in the modern day times. Or somehow we get frozen in time and end up, maybe we get, like, I don't know, frozen in time, like a crystal or something. Maybe a Pokemon protects us, that we you know, I don't know, some Pokemon power protects us. Maybe Zygarde protects us and hides us in an egg or a shell. And then the beginning of Legends Z-A is they're already redeveloping Lumiose, and in the excavation of a part of the city, maybe, you know, they discover our hidden body, our hidden little egg, and then it opens up and we come out. We're like Avatar. We're like Aang from Avatar. You know, we're locked inside this crystal, and then we wake up because someone disturbs our little crystal that's keeping us safe through time. And then because we've been sleeping for so long, our memories have kind of degraded, and we have to unlock them by doing certain things or going to certain places in the story. And then as we unlock our memory, and that will help us basically find whatever object or schematic or solve whatever problem we're having in the future by using our past memory, which we will probably obviously have to play out like in the game as gameplay. So, you know, maybe we'll have like a flashback, or again a sequence of gameplay where we go back in the past, live out our memory, and then are, you know, brought back to the future or the modern time, whatever it is, and we will use the knowledge that we have to solve whatever problems we're having. But yeah, that is pretty much all I have right now for my theories on what time period I think we're playing in. I really do think we're playing in the modern day. Like, everything that they did design choice wise is just hints that this isn't just going to be simply we're playing in the past, because they could have easily told us that. They could have easily showed us that. The logo should have been indicative of that. The trailer should have been way more clear if we're going to be playing in the past or not. Like, it shouldn't be such a mystery. It shouldn't be such a conundrum whether we're playing in the past or the future or not. And I think they did that on purpose because, you know, Pokemon and Game Freak has been really trying to throw curveballs our way for the past few games, the past few generations, really. And I think that assuming that Pokemon Legends Z-A is just going to follow the exact same steps that Pokemon Legends Arceus did is a pitfall that I think a lot of people are falling into right now. And I think that whenever they release another trailer or more information, I think a lot of people are going to kind of be like, wow, we didn't expect that. But right now, you should expect the unexpected from Game Freak. Literally, we all expected to get Black and White remakes. We got a Pokemon Legends Z-A game that completely skipped over Black and White. And we're not even gonna go into the theories that people have about we're still gonna get remakes for those. I don't think we're getting remakes for those, folks. I think they're also going to Legends Z-A because they don't want to do a remake for X and Y. I have theories on that too, but we're not gonna touch on my theories for why they're not gonna do a remake of X and Y. And yeah, that is basically all I got for this one. So I am gonna get out of here. If you enjoyed the video, slap a like. If you want to see more Pokemon related content, slap the subscribe button, and I will catch y'all next time.